Hello. I don't know if anyone can hear me. My I don't know why, but I first tried to stream it and it completely like stopped my stream and only left me with like 30 seconds. Like a 40 second start. So hi. I don't know if anyone's watching at this moment, but it is lovely to meet you guys. Oh, hi. I'm so glad you saw it. It's very nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of the vocal mixers for Veso. So hi, welcome. It's nice to meet you. This stream right here is gonna be me vocal mixing for a personal project that I'm in with some friends. I'm doing a trio cover with a couple of friends, and it's gonna be. We're trying to get it up fast and soon, so I have to focus and do it. And I thought the best way to do that would be to have myself stream so that way I can't allow myself to get distracted by Twitter. Hey, thank you. I have a distractibility issue. So I decided that the best way for me to not get distracted is to force people, well, not force people, but like to have people hold me accountable by watching me, my every move. I'm going to change really quick to my display capture, seeing as I just realized you wouldn't be able to see my mouse. You wouldn't be able to see my mouse if I'm clicking, but it is very helpful in seeing when you're timing and tuning and all that stuff. I am going to be saving this stream and putting it onto my YouTube in case anyone in the future wants to watch some timing and tuning processes. It's not going to be organized because it's not necessarily for the express intent of being a like if it's not a stream for the intent of teaching, but it is helpful to see what it could be helpful for other people to see what I am doing. Also, while my lovely, lovely, lovely friends have already given all their lines, I'm a little slow. So I haven't recorded my ad libs or my harmonies, so I'm not going to be timing those because I don't have them because I made choices. Which is it's actually very ironic because I'm the one who made the guides for the harmonies and ad libs, and I haven't done my official takes for the harmonies and ad libs. I made choices. But I originally was just gonna tune, and I do manual tuning because I have Melodyne. But I was originally just gonna tune, and then I realized I haven't timed all the lyrics. So then I was like, okay, so I gotta do that first. Um, it's not uncommon for most people to do tuning before timing, but I personally prefer timing before tuning. Um, you don't have to like it's not a big deal of which one you choose to do beforehand. It's entirely preference. I just find that I struggle a little more with figuring out if something's like off tune or if it's off timing. So I just do that. Also, we're doing the song Idol, but we're doing it in negative 270 tones. So just like a key change below. Uh my lovely, lovely friends have I already timed my all the main melodies. So actually, I don't know if I should just do a playthrough of what it sounds like right now. I might. Okay, since I'm going to be posting this later, I'll just do a little bit of a playthrough prior and let you guys hear it. And then at the end, I will play what it sounds like all timed and tuned. Once I finish the timing and tuning, I'm going to cut the stream. I'm going to save the mixing for either a different stream or just save it for myself for later. Partially because I don't have all my lines, but also just so that way I have it like organized it. This is timing and tuning. So I'm going to start playing it. You're going to be able to hear. I'm going to stop it here, actually. As you can hear, it sounds like a mess because everything's off timing. Well, not everything, but a lot of it is off timing. And that is where I come in. That is part of my I wouldn't say job description, but job description, where I make sure that the vocals that I'm given are on time, in tune, and coming in. You can't hear the software? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix that. Can you hear that? Okay. Maybe it's a blessing that you didn't hear it because it is very off time. That's partially because of how I not exported lines, how I inputted them. So right now, when everyone does do covers and submit me the lines, not everyone records it at the same time. Different DAWs do different things, and depending on the person, they may have recorded with, let's say, the original song, and they recorded alongside like the actual singer singing and all that kind of stuff. So my part of what I do is making sure that everyone who submitted me lines is in time with the file that I have and that I want to make. There's a multitude of different reasons why someone could be a little bit off time. Everyone sings it differently. Everyone's recording session is a little bit different, and their processes are a little different. I just make sure everything is cohesive at the very least. And a lot of people don't really think that it's a very creative process, but it can be. It's a very creative process to figure out the timing, because a very, very minimal shift can have a different impact on when the person is hearing it. It'll hit them differently, and they'll be like, huh. So if something is, let's say, a little bit ahead of the beat, it'll sound like they're really trying to rush through the song. But if you put it a little bit behind the beat, it'll sound like they're really relaxed. So there's a lot of different things that come into timing and all that kind of stuff. Like I said before, I didn't time all the lyrics. So we're going to start with some of the lines that I haven't timed yet. I prefer to just mute whoever I'm not working on at that moment and do this and focus on one person at a time, making sure those lines are where I want them to be. I'm going to start with this. One tip that I think I've mentioned before is that when I am timing, I always have both the instrumental and the original cover loaded in, so that way I can compare where's my singer singing and where should their lines be hitting according to the original file. It's more just to double check myself and to be able to reference and see if I'm doing it quote unquote right. uh this is my lovely friend Cam. They have amazing vocals. I love them. And then my other friend Kare. I got full permission for them from both of them beforehand, and from our other team member if I could be streaming this. So I do have permission to be streaming this. I guess technically it's a preference that I ask first for politeness sake. For consideration, because what if the person is uncomfortable with it? It is a very intimate thing to have to send your recorded lines to someone and trust that they're gonna do right by the things that you've recorded. Part of why I started learning to mix was because I was scared of having to be that vulnerable. For me, when I was first starting to learn how to sing, when I was first learning, I felt really, really insecure because I had a bad mic and I was terrified that whoever was going to be timing and tuning me was going to be like, oh my God, this is awful. But then be too nice to tell me anything. So then I wouldn't like learn. So I was just like, I'm going to learn so that way I don't have to hand my lines over. But then the downside is now I never I can commission people, but now I don't because I'm like, I can mix. I'm just being lazy. It's a double-edged sword. Once you start learning how to do something, you're more hesitant to commission other people because then you're like, I'm just being lazy. But also, everyone does things a little bit differently. So, like, there are some people who I would say hard type tuning. Not I don't know how to describe that, but the difference would be there's a lot less they make a lot less cuts and are a lot harsher on the vocal, and it comes out beautiful. I don't know how it's witchcraft because like when I do it, it just sounds like a robot. It sounds like I'm trying to attempt to be Vocaloid, but I'm not Vocaloid. I can't. No one can touch Queen Miku. But I wish I was better with that kind of style of editing. I think a lot of mixing has a lot more subtlety to it. There's a lot more of small little details that could be missed when you're doing mixing, and that small little differences um that you have to train your ear to notice. And so there's a lot of small differences between mixers in their styles and stuff like that. But I also kind of love it. I think it's really, really cool. I'm gonna turn off the ad libs, and since this is like additional doubles that they gave me, I've already timed the main melody, so I just have to make sure that the doubles are at least roughly in time with my main melodies. You don't have to make sure they're exact because the whole point is to give like the ear some different feelings in your ear, and you're not supposed to really notice it as much. So a little bit of difference is absolutely fine. I love it. I was timing this in front of someone else, and anytime like I was mixing Cam, I was like, oh my God, my friends are so hot. Oh my God. And they literally had to tell me, Ship, keep your pants on. And I'm like, no, you can't make me. My friends are amazing. I'm aggressively affectionate with my friends. I might not give a whole lot of wonderful commentary about the process of what I'm doing. throughout the way, so I am very sorry about that. I didn't prepare for this to be like teaching, but I did want to, at the very least, show what I'm doing to keep myself accountable. Um, what's it called? Oh, right. So, but what I am doing right now is I'm making very, very small and noticeable cuts in my vocal takes and just lining them up with roughly where I think those lines should be. Um, and what I'm doing right now is making sure that my lines are able to be stretched. So those are the key parts to timing, is making sure you're able to stretch certain lines that you wouldn't be able to like make a cut in, and being able to cut lines where you can and slightly shift them to where they should be, like a little nudge nudge. Uh, if you ever want to do it, what you do is you highlight the lines that you want to be adjusting, like to get it ready to be stretched. You highlight it and you right click and you go to item property. This little thing will pop up, and what you're going to select is Elastic Soloist and Tonal Optimized. And what it's going to do is it's going to make sure there's less less artifacts or less wonky sounding sounds when you do stretch a vocal. And the vocal stretching is so that way you can adjust lines, but they're still going to be stuck in their place. You're just going to be able to like stretch it like taffy and move it a little bit so that way you can make it sound a little bit more in time. I like Idol. It's a good song. Well, okay, yeah, okay. It's a good song. I like a lot of YOASOBI songs. I know some people are of the opinion that a lot of their songs sound the same, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's fine to have like a certain type of sound that you gravitate towards. It makes a person unique. It's them. It's very them. Ooh, that's out of tune, and that will be fixed in tuning when I get there. A lot of what I do, a lot of my process, I have different Reaper files for different stages of my mix. So this file right here, I have as my specifically timing file, and I do all my timing before I do my tuning. I will eventually export this out into its own, like out in each line into their own files, and then re-put the back into a new save called that's going to be labeled tuning, and that's where I'm going to do all my tuning. Very very straightforward. I don't got creative names. Also, when you are stretching, I know you're. A lot of times, they say not to stretch in the middle of phrases. I find that sometimes it's okay, depending on where you're doing it. So, like, if you're doing it in a place where naturally there's a shift between words, and you go all the way into the little level and click on dots that are like on the middle gray line, then you should be able to get away with stretching your line a little bit. Or at least in my experience, it's fine. It does take a little bit of practice though to figure out like where is a suitable place for that. But once you do, it typically doesn't go that bad. What can happen though is that you end up getting like a click, and you just kind of, if you ever want to fix that, you go to the stretch marks, go to your selected items and remove. I'm not going to remove these, but that's the process you would go do. When I was first starting to mix in Reaper, I didn't know that. And let's just say the first couple mixes were really clicky. A lot of little clickety clacks. A lot of timing is a little bit visual too, so don't worry if you're kind of relying on visual keys when you're timing. It's kind of like a blend of using your eyes and ears, admittedly. It doesn't have to be precise unless you want it to be, but it's not the biggest sin in the world to be using your eyes when you're mixing. It could be very, very helpful if you, for me, I kind of struggle with just trusting my ears, so I will often use both my eyes and ears because I can be a little bit of dum-dum sometimes. And you will be replaying the same phrases a lot of times. Just accept it. Accept your fate. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be one of the mixers for Vaso, vocal mixer. I'm not gonna be one of the talents though, I don't think. My offer was, I kind of offered myself. I told them, hey, I don't feel confident in auditioning since I have like literally no experience with streaming. I have very, very little. Oh, thank you. I'm excited to. I'm excited for it. They seem very, very nice. I am very, very new. Like literally, I asked them the other day, like not yesterday, but the day before. I was like, "Hey, can I like help out?" And they were like, "Yeah, that's cool." So that's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that. I don't have much experience with streaming, so please feel free to tell me if there's ever like a problem with my stream because I would not doubt it. I I'm a mess in general, but I'm usually a bit of a chaotic kind of. Aw, I'm glad. Thank you. You're very, very nice. But I'm a little bit chaotic sometimes in my processes. So I just kind of like would accept that there's going to be maybe 5 million things wrong and I don't even realize it. Like literally I didn't realize how to make myself sound clearer until like the other day when Coffee Run made a post about like filters that you could put on, and I'm like, oh my god, my mind was blown. Coffee Run's a really good mixer and they make really pretty songs. Oh, I'm also a member of VGen uh for doing commissions. My audio sounds really, oh, thank you. I use an AT, let me double check myself here. I use an Audio Technica and I think it's a 2020. It could be 2035 though. Oh, it's 2035, my bad. It's an Audio Technica AT 2035 and it's an XLR mic. So it goes into a little box. My Solo Focusrite. No, sorry, my Scarlett Solo Focusrite box. And that is connected to my desktop computer. I also use it when I do my mixing. So right now my gain is all the way up, but if you were recording for like a song, what you would do is you turn it like either halfway to a little bit under the little knob, so that way you can get like a clearer sound. They are really good. For a while I wasn't gonna get one. I decided when I started liking doing covers and like wanting to do mixes that I was gonna get one, cause I was like, well, if I'm gonna be doing this a little bit more regularly, rather than using a USB mic, USB mics are good too, especially if you're starting out. But I was like, if I'm gonna take it a little bit more seriously, I might as well. And I got this at the recommendation of actually another mixer, uh, Velvet. Velvet's really cool. I stan. I admire. um, but when I record, what I it depends on how much I care about the cover, admittedly. But because sometimes I don't feel like going through the effort of putting something over my head. But what I will do sometimes is I will put my thick blanket over my head so that way all the sound gets absorbed from behind me and all that stuff. Upgraded to an XLR mic last year. Such, yeah, for real. It's a big change. And on here, I don't know. Let me see if I can grab. Actually, wait, I can't do that. I have too many tabs open. I can't look at my browser. But yeah, my area is not soundproofed. So makeshift. Put the blanket over your head. You'll get hot and sweaty, but you'll get nice takes. And your arms might get tired, but nice takes. I save it for when like I really need something to come out really good. But most times I am a bit lazy and I will just say, oh well, okay. Another trick though to making yourself sound really really clear is turning down the gain a little bit and getting really close to your mic like this, because then your mic it won't be able to pick up the sounds behind you in relation to how close you are into the mic. Kind of like ASMR. But you don't have to do ASMR. I mean, unless you want to. I don't know. ASMR kind of it make the brain go burr. My phone's gonna die. 1 second. I use my phone to make sure I can see chat. So let me make sure my phone's on the charger before going forward. I don't wanna be oblivious, because then I'm gonna be clicking between. I only have one monitor. I don't have two monitors because like I mentioned before, I'm kind of new to this whole streaming thing. I was a little bit far. I was getting something from my bag across the room. What's it called? Yeah, I use my phone to be able to monitor chat because I only have one monitor and it's not a very good one. It's an old one. So sorry if the stream quality is like not the greatest. But what's it called? I can't show my down there. Let me I guess I could stretch this out a little bit. How's your day going? I hope your day is going wonderful. But honestly, if you're like anything like me, my response to that is I'm having the day I deserved. My consequences have actions. My consequences have no, my actions have consequences. word not wording. Oh, rigging commission? You're a rigger? That's cool. I admittedly don't know a whole lot about rigging. I think it is very, very interesting to see though. One thing I want to get better at is animating right now using After Effects. I'm definitely not an animator, but I am trying. Visual stuff has never been my forte. Hand animation and live. Both of those are still really, really cool, and they take and in my opinion, it takes a lot more build up to have the knowledge to learn how to do that kind of stuff. There's a lot more that you have to learn about prior to doing those two than AE. But AE still has a lot that you can do and be creative with. They're both very, very good in very, very different ways. I stand. I think she was running out of breath on this one. Okay. Where do I want to make my cut? Oh, to make these little stretch mark bubble thingies that I'm doing, I pressed Shift W and you make a little thing that you can nudge the line with. Always impressed by how much people can do in AE. It's for real. AE and Photoshop are really interesting to me. They're fun programs. I play around with Clip Studio Paint, but I'm not particularly good, and I don't save anything because I know that I'm like not gonna do much with that. I feel it in my bones. Oh wait, I didn't want to nudge that. 무敵な idol. Please be your favorite for art and animating. Ooh. I bought the program a while ago for Clip Studio, but I didn't start messing around with it like for real until recently. I use it now more often to make my thumbnails. But I don't use it so much for like actively trying to make art because I'm not there yet. I don't got the skill for that yet. That is not what I meant to do. Cursor remove. And then I want to... Ooh, why do we have things like that? Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'm leaving it at that. Marker selected. I'm excited for this. Wait, so do you do covers or no? Or is your mic more just for you to stream? Wait, do you stream? A lot of questions in that one. I'm sorry. A lot of questions all at once. Empty brain gober. For streaming. Aw. I'm sure you're not that bad. You have not practiced enough. There, that's a nice way to say it, I guess. But that is cool that you do stream. I'd love to see your streams. That's very fascinating. I want to. I'm the opposite. I've been singing for years, but I don't stream a whole lot because I get a little bit shy. I get a little nervous. I've done drunk karaoke on stream. Oh, that sounds fun. Really funny, but not great. I've done karaoke once in my whole life. No, twice. Yeah, twice. And it wasn't on streams. It was one time with my grandparents when they were on a cruise and I went with them. And they had a karaoke night and I chose a song that I didn't remember all the words to, so I'm like like I was like trying my best, but everyone there was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" The other time was with was like with a friend. We went to karaoke together, and the whole interaction could be described as could it be summed up by me saying I put Dynamite Theo Cruz on the screen and then I pulled out my phone and pulled up the Minecraft lyrics, the Minecraft parody lyrics, and started belting it at the top of my lungs. I got the brain empty like most of the time, but I was really happy with that. I am a simple woman. There are very, 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 very small things that make me very happy. Aside from that, I'm actually a relatively quiet person. Um, I mean, loud in volume, yes, but quiet in frequency of the amount of times I can talk. Like you probably, I don't, I haven't joined any call server, like any call voice chats. I would want to. It's the people there seem very, very nice, but I have not done. I'm as proof by me being like, I will be one of your staff. I'm not a very outgoing person with. Well, yeah, I'm not super duper like out there. Although I do love to meet new people, like chilling in VC, James working. Aw. I mean, positive side though, I can talk to myself for hours. I already do it when I'm not recording. Um, I I struggle with like thinking through things, so I have to like audibly hear things to be able to think it through. So that results in me talking to myself. Yeah. It is 90% of streaming. Now just put the camera up in my face and I'm good. Put the mic up and you get to hear my ramblings going on. Got no brain cells. And the one brain cell that is functioning is like, let's talk everyone's ear off. And by everyone, I mean us. I have water with me. I don't know how to organize the whole stream stuff though. I would like to look into doing that a little later. Ooh, okay, so it's going, it's getting there. God, my friends are hot. I love. Ooh, that's my line. Okay. Let's time them according to how I sang it. Oh, this line, when I was timing it in front of my friend, I end up having like the main line in this part, but I told paused my stream and told them, you know what this sounds is reminding me of? And they're like, you mean you singing? I'm like, yeah. And I said, okay, what does it remind you of? And I said, I sound like a rubber chicken. Because I don't know why, but for some reason, and they're like, don't put yourself down like that. And I'm like, I'm not putting myself down. I think it's hilarious. I think it's amazing and it's iconic and I want this. I'm happy for myself. But for some reason, I think it's a combination of when I got sick, my voice kind of got like a little squeakier. I guess not. Okay, squeakier is probably not the right way to describe it, but like I started struggling a little bit more with singing lines that I prior would have no problem with. But I think that in combination with that is just in general a fast and high line, it made me sound like either a dog squeaky toy or like like you know in cartoons where they have the clown nose that's red and you squeeze it into this little honk honk. Some combination of that, it reminds me of that. And I think it's amazing. I love that for me. Pop off. I didn't have that intention when I recorded the line, though. I just think it was a very happy unintended consequence. You'll hear it in a second because I'm gonna have to play it, but I love it. Alrighty, time to hear my my squeaky toy line. Wait. They said it doesn't sound like that, but for some reason it reminds me a little bit of a squeaky toy, and I am happy. Let's go, Fido. I am a squeaky toy. It is my life. When I was little, I rem- I remember there used to be like a meme where it was like a kid being asked like what they wanted to be when they grow up, and like the response was one kid said they wanted to be a caterpillar. I am that kid, except I want to be a squeaky toy. I want to be a squeaky toy when I grow up. I'm already a little bit grown, but that is my whole goal, life goal, to be the squeaky toy. Okay, this is gonna take a little bit of finagling to get it to line up. Eventually, one day, I kind of want to learn. If you're old, so am I. I'm an old lady. I have a little sister, and she'll like straight up tell me, "I bet you're like 60 or something." And I'm like, "Child, please." She's a little bugger, a little butt. I love her begrudgingly. I'm not super old, but I've always been like a calmer person, so I could see where people are like, you're kind of old. I either get called grandma or mom when I'm like being affectionate to someone, and almost always they're like, okay, mom. I'm like, please no. Oh, I don't think it's bad. It's not that bad. It's not. You're not old. I wouldn't consider that old, at least. But I am the age of your brother. My little sister we have a large age gap. I won't say her exact age though. But we do have a large age gap. Plus 10. I will say that much at the least. So she is far younger than me. So when she says that I'm a little lady, I think she means it. I do not know where I want to make this cut. I don't think I can make a cut here. Oop. Well, the next best here.
Supply, I'll make your heart and soul mine. You all kind of fit to me so that I'll never have to leave. I cycle sex again, so won't you choose our perfect end? So won't you
I love you, Cam. I love you. Oh my god, my friends are amazing. That is one line timed. Let's listen here. Let's turn off my lines, turn off all other lines, and focus on where should these be hitting. I know, right? It's so good. Oh, they did say that this part was a little low. I'm so excited for that rap part though. I'm super excited because there was some lines in there that I had to take, and I was sick when I was recording the guides, but as a result, I ended up sounding like I was doing screamo at some points in there, and I was like, "Can I please keep this in?" So I'm very excited. I want that because my voice literally was cutting out on me. みそっちゃダメだわ知りたくないそばに進みゆいつふにじゃなくちゃいやいやSame thing for ad-libs. You don't have to worry too much about how on time they are. You still want them to be like a bit on time at the very least, but like you don't have to worry about precision.
Heart and soul mine. Our time is to supply. I'll make your heart and soul mine.
You're my savior, my true savior, my saving grace. Oh, my friend gave me so many delicious lines to work with.
た好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は好きにさせる誰もが目をさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧究極の愛だ金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉がまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳が究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も割れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も金輪際現れない一番金輪際現れない一番もない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛
はいはい、あの子は特別です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。すべてがあの子の赤でなわけない。
一番星の生まれ変わり一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星されない一番星の一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 B です一番星の生まれ変わり星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 B です一番星の生まれ変わり生まれ変わり変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛その笑顔で愛してるその笑顔で愛してるその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその瞳がそのことの笑顔で愛し顔で愛してるで誰も彼もで愛してるその笑顔で愛してるでその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてるで愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛
はい、あなたは特別です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。I like that. I like that line a lot.
ないしゃらくさい妬みしいとなってないわけがないこれはなたじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分をどうで愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛 我々は花からおまけてるで誰も金も虜にしていくその瞳が愛してるで誰も金も誰も金も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全誰も金も金も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役儀ですないしゃらくさいネタ見しとなってないわけがないこれはなたじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君が認めない誰もが死んだ誰も金も虜にしていく誰も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役儀ですないしゃらくさいネタ見しとなってないわけがないこれはあなたじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君が認めない誰もが信じあがめてるまさに最強で無敵虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘も金も虜にしていくでも金も虜にしていくにしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまこにしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役儀ですないしゃらくさいネタ見しとなってないわけがないこれはあなたじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君が認めにしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは
Tonal whiplash, keep going back and forth.
にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛その瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役儀ですないしゃらくさいネタ見しとなってないわけがないこれはあなたじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君が認めない誰もが信じあがめてるまさに最強で無敵の愛と弱点なんて見当たらない一番帽子をやと知ってる知りたくないとこは見せずに唯一その瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれその瞳がその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛その言葉が嘘のみがその言葉が嘘でも瞳がその言葉が嘘でその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役儀ですその言葉が嘘でもそれは言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛その言葉が嘘でもそれは嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役でもそれは完全な愛言葉が嘘でもそれは嘘でもそれは嘘でもそれは完全な愛はいはい嘘でもそれは完全な愛はいはい嘘でもそれは完全な愛はいはいあの子は特別です嘘でもそれは完全な愛嘘でもそれは完全な愛それは完全な愛はいはいあの完全 我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。すべてがあなたのおかげなわけない。
I just realized I've been really, really quiet for the past few moments. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I don't know. Is it better to be a little bit more quiet? Or is it better to be talking over it? Mm.
それは完全な愛。でもそれは完全な愛。全な愛。はいはい、あなたはどこだ。完全な愛。はいはい、完全な愛。完全。
I'm being a silly little brain, a silly little ship, bobbing around, living my life.
我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。すべてがあなたのおかげなわけない。
I wonder if my computer can handle streaming games.
完全な愛。はいはい、もうそれは完全な愛。はいはい、あなたは特別です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。すべてがあなたのおかげなわけない。
しゃらくさい妬み嫉妬なんてないわけがない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ許せない。完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない。自分を許せない誰よりも強い。自分を許せない誰よりも強い。君が生み
花からおまけです。お星様の我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。我々は花からおまけ。
Did my phone really die? How dare you? How dare you? You're plugged in, sir! That is a lie. That is a travesty. Maybe it just overheated. My phone's a little bit old. A little wonk. So it's very possible that my phone just overheated and it's like, nope. Not doing this anymore. Well, now I can't see chat. I gotta wait for my phone to turn back on. I don't think anyone was chatting anyway. お星様の引き立て役 B です。
お星様のおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。様の引き立て役 B です。引き立て役 B です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。我々は花からおまけです。お星様の引き立て役 B です。
我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 B です我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 B です我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 B です我々は花完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分
I am real quick gonna turn on the fan in my room because it's hot. Wait, is it hot or is it just me? No, it's my room's hot. The correct answer is my room is hot. It lies. It lies to me. Kimi wa yurusanai, jibun wa yurusanai. My chair is really creaky, so I'm sorry if you can hear it. Kimiじゃ許せない自分を許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せ自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない 君は完璧で究極のアイドルダダダダダダラララダラダダダダラダダラダラダダラダダダラダララララララダラダラダダラダダラ I don't know why, but when you sing it a cappella, it sounds a little bit like spy music, like a spy music movie. Or at least when you sing it low energy and without music. I love with my whole heart. Ego ではかすメディア隠しきるこの秘密だけは愛してる君が認めないが認めない 一番場所やと知ってる弱いことなんて見せちゃダメダメ知りたくないことは見つつに言ういつ無理じゃなくちゃいやいやそれ
完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君以外を認めない君以外を認めない
Okay, you can be turned down a little bit in volume. 一番場所やと知ってる弱いことなんて見せちゃダメダメ知りたくないとかは見つつに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいや
一番場所やと知ってる
弱いことなんて
弱点なんて見当たらない一番場所やと知ってる
弱いことなんて見せちゃダメダメ知りたくないとかは見つつに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛恋の笑顔でもかすめてや隠しきると愛してるってそれ距離やWhy can't I see? I don't know if that's what they're saying, but I like it.
弱点なんて見当たらない一番場所やと知ってる知りたくない止めない止めない君以外を認めない君以外を認めない君以外を認めない以外を認めない弱点君以外を認めない君以外を認めないべきじゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君以外を認めない知りたくないことは唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛
笑顔でもかすめてや隠しきる愛してるってそれ距離やか
唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛知りたくないとこは唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛知りたくないとこは見せずに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛愛してるって恐れずむキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛愛してるって恐 れ積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だそこは見せずに見たくないそこは見せずに見せずに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛愛してる手をそれ積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ綺麗な悪はルビーを隠したこのまぶた愛をどんな私はマリア愛だ誰かに愛されたことも誰かのことを愛したことずに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいや見せずに唯一見せずに唯一無二唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛愛してる手をそれ積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ綺麗な悪はルビーを隠したこのまぶた愛をどんな私はマリア愛だ誰かに愛されたことも無理じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛いやいやそれこそ本物の愛愛してる手をそれ積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ本物の愛これこそ本物の愛愛してる手をそれ積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ綺麗な悪はルビーを隠したこのまぶた愛をどんな私はマリア愛だ誰かこそ本物の愛こそ本物の愛愛してる手をそれ積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ綺麗な悪はルビーを隠したこのまぶた愛をどんな私はマリア愛だ誰かに愛されたことも誰かのことを愛したこともないそれこそ本物それこそ本物の愛それこそ本物の愛それこそ本物の愛そう本物の愛こそ本物の愛こそ本物の愛それこそ本物の愛本物の愛本物の愛なる気を願ってそれでもまたきっと君にだけは言えずにいたけどそこは見せずに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ綺麗な悪はルビーを隠したこのまぶた だけは言えずにいたけど
あやっと見えたこれは絶対嘘じゃないだこの時代でみんなのことちゃんと愛だこの時代でみんなのことちゃんと愛だこの時代でみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから愛だこの時代でみんなのことちゃんと愛したいからでみんなのことちゃんと愛したい信頼でみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから信頼でみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから信頼でみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから信頼でみんなのことちゃんと愛でみんなのことちゃんと愛したいからそれでもまた君と君にだけは言えずにいたけどあやっと見えたこれは絶対嘘じゃない愛してる冬はから別に大でみんなのことちゃんとみんなのことちゃんと愛ことちゃんと愛したいからのことちゃんと愛したい愛したいから愛したいちゃんと愛したいからと愛したいからいいから今日も嘘をつくのこの言葉がいつか本当になる日を願って今日も嘘をつくのこの言葉がいつか本当になる日を願ってから今日も嘘を愛したいから今日も嘘をつくのこの言葉がいつか本当になる日を願ってこの言葉がいつか本当になる日を願ってがいつか本当になる日を願っていつか本当になる日を願って
I am back. I got a phone call and it was a little bit of an important thing to answer on, so I had to do that real quick. But I am back to mixing. I'm not sure if this is being particularly helpful. I know I went quiet for a little bit because I ended up getting really focused and I ended up like zoning. Okay, I say zoning out, but more like I got so focused on what I was doing that I ended up like not paying attention to anything else. That happens sometimes. It's a problem. I need to work on that. I want to do game streams. Sounds fun.
言葉がいつか本当になる日を本当になる日を願って本当になる日を願って
I think I'm gonna go on for maybe like, I don't know, maybe another half hour to an hour. I don't think I even got. I might not get to timing. I mean, not timing, tuning. It's because I'm a slow mixer. 本当になる日を願っていつか本当になる日を願って日を願って願って Hey, cancel time. それは内緒何を聞かれてものらりくらりさっさと溝で見えない水は水の味あれもないなタイプは相手は好きになること私わからなくてさそうか誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の本人さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 D です
ネタ見しとなってないわけがないこれは夏じゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君以外を認めない
誰もが信じあがめてるまさに
最強って無敵天才的なアイドル様天才的な 水で見えない水は水の味水で見えない水は水の味誰もが奪われてる君は完璧究極の愛と本人さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてゆく水で見えない水は水の味水で見えない水は水の味誰もが奪われてる君は完璧究極の愛と本人さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその割れてる君は完璧究極の愛と本人さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその愛と本人さえ現れない僕の愛と本人さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔シャラ臭い妬み嫉妬なんてないわけがないこれはネタじゃないからこそ異性は 飯となってないわけがない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言いたい。あなた飯となってないわけがなってないわけがない。これはあなた飯となってないわけがない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言せない。感謝らくさい。あなた飯となってないわけがない。これはあなた飯となってないわけがない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せないとなってないわけがない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がとなってないわけがないわけがない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ言せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。あなたじゃないからこそ言せない。こそ言せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。こそ言せない完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。
弱いことなんて見せちゃダメ知りたくないとこは見つつ理由いつもにじゃない。
気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。
弱い
気持ち
こと
許せない
なんて
許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。許せない自分を許せない。気持ち許せない自分を許せない。しゃらくさい妬みしとなってないわけがない。これはあなたじゃないからこそ許せない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。完璧しない気持ち許せない。自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。知りたくないとこ見せずにそれこそ気持ち許せない自分を許せない。太陽にも強い君がを認めない。君がを認めない。君がを認めないを認めないがを認めない認めない
It sounds a little to me like they're saying cutie pie. Like the shouts in the background.
誰もが奪われてく誰もが奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金さえ現わ奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりの笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてゆく弱いとこなんて見せちゃダメ試しが奪われてく奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔でれてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてゆく君は完璧で究極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛し君は完璧で究極の愛と金さえ完璧で究極の愛と金さえ現れない一究極の愛と金さえ現れない究極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりの愛と金さえ現れない一番極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてゆくないしゃらくさい妬みしいとなってないわけがないこれはあなたじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星の愛と金さえ究極の愛と金さえ現れない一番星と金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してると金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてゆく金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって愛と金さえ現れない一番星の金さえ現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるれない一番星の生まれ一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰もか一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてゆくない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるってない一番現れない一番星の生まれ一番星の生まれ一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜一番星の生まれ変わり変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰もそれこそ本物の愛どうし てみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから I cycle such again and again so won't you I cycle such again and 弱いとこなんて見せちゃダメ試したくないとこは見せずにたくないとこは見せずにそれこそ本物の愛愛してるって恐れずこうなんて見せちゃダメ試したくない弱いとこなんて見せちゃダメ試したくないとこは見せずに試したくないとこは見せ試したくないとこは見せずに見せちゃダメ試したくない弱いとこなんて見せちゃダメ試とこなんて見せちゃダメ試したくないとこは試したくないとこは見せずにそれこそ本物の愛得意な笑顔でぼかすメディア隠しきるこの秘密だ試したくないとこは見せずに試したくない見せちゃダメ試したくないしたくないとこは見せずにそれこそ本物の愛得意な笑顔でぼかすメディア隠しきるこの秘密だけは愛してるって恐れず知りたくないとこは見せずにそれ知りたくない知りたく見せちゃダメ知りたくないとこは見せずに入れる私はみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから伝えてみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから伝えてみんなのことみんなのことちゃんと愛したいからそれでもまた君と君にだけは言えずにいたけど伝えてみんなのことちゃんと愛したいからそれでもまた君と君にだけは言えずにいたけどちゃんと愛したいからそれでもまた君と君にだけは言えずにいたけど愛から愛したいからそれでもまた君と君にだけは言えずにいたけど天才的なアイドル様 You're my savior, you're my saving grace 淡々とさんさんと水って見えない道 者はさ答えてないないない行くないないない行くは愛者はさ答えて嘘が本当か知れない散々と見せ最適なアイドル様 You're my savior, you're my saving grace 最適なアイドル様天才的なアイドル様アイドル様 You're my savior, you're my saving grace なアイドル様 You're my savior, you're my saving なアイドル様アイドル様 You're my savior, you're my saving grace 様 You're my savior, you're my savior, you're my saving grace Savior, you're my saving grace You're my savior, you're my savior, you're my savior, you're my saving grace You're my savior, you're my saving grace散々と水で見えない水は水の味 You're my savior, you're my saving grace You're my saving grace散々と水で見えない水は水の味ないない Savior, you're my saving grace散々と水で見えない Savior, you're my saving Savior, you're my saving grace散々 You're my saving, you're my saving grace You're my saving grace, you're my saving grace You're my saving grace Saving grace My saving grace, my saving grace My saving grace Sama You're my savior, you're my saving grace You're my saving grace 散々と水で見えない散々と水で見えない水は水の味散々と水で見えない水は水の味ないないない散々と水で見えない水は水の見えない水は水の味ないないない行くは愛者はさ答えてないないない行くは愛者はさ行くは愛者はさ答えて行くは愛者はさ愛者はさ答えて嘘が本当か知れない落ちるまた好きにさせ せる誰もが奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔愛ではさ行くは愛ではさ答えて行くは愛ではさ答えて行くは愛ではさ答えて答えて嘘が本当か知れない答えて答えて答えて嘘が本当ないないない行くは相手はさ答えてないないない行くはないないないないないない行くは相手はさ答えてないないない行くは相手はさ答えてないないない行くは相手ないないない行くは相手はさ相手はさ答えて相手はさ答えて嘘が本当か知れないそんな言葉にまた一人落ちるまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番不安ではさ答えはさ答えて愛ではさ答え行くは愛ではさ行くは愛ではさ答え行くは愛ではさ答えてないないない行くは愛ではないないない行くは愛ではさ答えないないない行くは愛ではさ答えてあっちないないないないないない行くは愛ではさ答えてないないない行くは愛ではないないないないないない行くは愛ないないないないないない行くは愛ではさ答えて
好きになることなんて私わからなくてさ
嘘が
本当にそんな言葉にまた一人落ちるまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてるまた好きか本当か知れん本当か知れないそんな言葉とか本当か知れないそんな言葉本当か本当か知れないそんな言葉にまた一人落ちるまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるって誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれとか知れないそんな言葉にまた一人落ちるまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪本当か知れない嘘か本当か本当か知れないとか本当か知れないそんな言葉にまた一人落ちるまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で
愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛
はいはいあの子は特別です
我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 B です
全てがあなたのおかげなわけない
しゃらくさい妬みしいとなってないわけがないこれはあなたじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許し
見えないそんな言葉にまた一人落ちるまた好きにさせる誰また好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧落ちるまた好きまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛とまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番星の前にさせる誰もが目る誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極の愛と金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれはさせる誰もまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしてゆくその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜
Alrighty, so I've been quiet for a while, but I have 5 minutes left. I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. Probably the first hour or so was a lot of talking from me, but the rest was very, very quiet. But I do have to get going right now. Thank you very, very much for watching the stream. If you did end up watching the stream as I was actually streaming, but thank you for watching the video once I upload it to YouTube. I very much appreciate it, especially because I am newer to this, so I am very sorry if it wasn't quite as entertaining as either that you're used to or you would like. I will do my best to make it better. Please let me know anything that you think might make it better. I will do more research on that because I want to make these good. I want to also look into doing more like gaming streams and doing more mixing streams. I want to stream more regularly. I think it's fun. Thank you very much for your time and your patience, and I very much appreciate it. I hope you guys have a very wonderful day, evening, night, whenever you guys are listening to this, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.